Hello everyone, my name is Sam Lotfollahi and I'm a registered Australian migration agent with more than 15 years of experience in Australian visas. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the prospective marriage visa, Subclass 300, which is a visa that lets you come to Australia to marry your prospective spouse and then apply for a partner visa. Now, navigating the Australian visa system can sometimes be very challenging and a headache. So in this video, we're going to break down all the things that you need to know from eligibility criteria to the application process and some tips to make your dream become a reality. Depending on where the main applicant is, whether you're outside Australia or inside Australia, you have different visa options. If the main applicant is outside Australia, which is like a fiance visa, so your fiance is obviously outside Australia and would like to come to Australia so you can arrange for a marriage, then your fiance or the applicant has to apply for Subclass 300. Now, let's have a look at the overview of Subclass 300 prospective marriage visa. Okay, with this visa you can stay anything between 9 to 15 months from the date that the visa is granted, so you have some time to arrange and plan for your marriage. Obviously, you have to be a minimum of 18 years of age when you apply for this visa. Now, look, in some countries the marriage laws might be different, but for Australia, make sure that the sponsor and the applicant are at least 18 years of age. Obviously, you have to have a sponsor, an Australian sponsor who is an Australian citizen, a permanent resident, or even sometimes an eligible New Zealand resident. So you need to have a sponsor in order for you to apply for this visa. At the time of application, when you're applying for this visa, you have to be outside Australia along with any family that is going to apply with you. It's really important to make sure that you're outside Australia when you apply for this visa. The processing times, don't tell me about it. Unfortunately, the processing times has been dragging out recently, and right now 50% of all applications are processed within 12 months and 90% of applications are processed within 25 months. Now let's have a look at the eligibility criteria. You have to make sure that you have no visa cancellations or refusal prior to applying for this visa. Now, if you've had a tourist visa, let's say refused, that's a different story. You don't need to worry about it. You have to meet certain health requirements and be of healthy status. You have to meet some character requirements and make sure that you're of good character, and you shouldn't have any prior debts to the Australian government. Okay, now let's have a look at the entitlements that comes with the prospective marriage visa once this visa is granted. Benefits include working and studying full-time in Australia for the 9 to 15 months that the visa is active. You can travel in and out of Australia as many times as required while the visa is active. And once you've arranged for your marriage and you've done the ceremony and obviously, you've become partners, then you can apply for your permanent partner visa, Subclass 820801. Okay, so these are just some of the entitlements that comes with being granted a prospective marriage visa. Okay, some frequently asked questions. So first question, how much are the visa processing fees? They start from 9,095 Australian dollars for the main applicant. And then obviously if you have dependents, that adds on to it as well. A lot of you sometimes have this question that should we have met face-to-face prior to lodging this application? Yes, it is always a lot more better. And in this instance, for the prospective marriage visa, you should have met each other face-to-face prior to lodging the application. Another question that we get asked is, does my sponsor have any financial obligations Okay, obviously, yes, your sponsor has to be of good character and also has to be able to provide. So you might have a lot more questions about lodging this application, and we're always happy to answer any questions that you have. Please make sure that you subscribe to our channel, and if you found this video useful, please hit the like button at the bottom. Australian government constantly does updates on different visas and on partner visas as well. So by subscribing to our channel, you make sure that you are kept up to date with all the relative information. Thank you very much for spending your time watching this video, and make sure to contact us if you have any further questions. Ciao.